You know, there are a lot of good roofing companies across the U.S. This show has been able to interview over 300 of them. I think what makes a company great is the leadership that they have, along with the people that are within the company. But you can't do it with only one leader. You got to have somebody that's able to bring people together. Someone that across the board, production and sales, they trust and that they respect. I have seen nobody better in the entire country than this guy sitting right next to me. Rich, thank you so much for what you do. You've been instrumental in helping me here at Eustace Roofing and what we've been able to do. And it's been a lot of fun, man, getting to know what you do for really this entire city and the people that know you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that.
Of course, it's absolutely true. It really is true. I got to ask you this, man. Where does your motivation come from? You care about a lot of people and they seem to care about you. Is it a people game for you? What is it about you, man?
It's about the family that owns the company. I've been in many jobs over my career, including law enforcement, and I wake up every day and I want to go to work and I want to do the best for this company, and I treat it as if I owned it. And I don't, but I treat every day as if I owned this company. I would run through a wall for the family. Richard, Jason, Cheryl, Rod, they're just amazing people. I just feel at home.
Yeah. Well, you show that. I've said they're in the car with you. We've talked about that. But I want you to tell people how it kind of got started, because here's what I remember us talking about, is that you were doing some big item sales. You were doing like, what was it, Cat or Caterpillar?
I used to sell for Caterpillar.
Yeah.
And if you didn't make 200 grand a year or more, you were not doing your job properly. But it was corporate. You had reports and this and that. And one day I just said I had enough and got into Eustace Roofing. I don't make what I made there, but I love my job and I love going to work every day and I love the people that I work for, and that's way more than money to me. I learned that in my career.
We've talked about that before, but I don't know if it was you or Jason who were talking to me that what they saw in you, man, was that you go to a bar or a restaurant or a party and everybody knows who this guy is right here. And that personal side of you, that when someone walks up, they want to give you a hug. Has it always been that way for you? Did you just learn that as you got older? What is it?
Always. When I graduated high school, I went into law enforcement. And I got married, and my brother-in-law at the time was in sales. And he's like, man, you got a great personality. You've been so good at sales. You'd be home every night, every weekend, every holiday. And law enforcement's always been kind of my calling because of my father. And finally one day I just said, let me give this a shot. And 20 years later, here I am.
When you walk up to a person, I'm interested in knowing this person. I wanted to ask you this. And you see a man and you automatically act like they're family and they're family with you. I'm really interested, just what goes through your head, bro, when you're talking to someone, because it feels like you genuinely give a crap about the person in front of you for that time that they're right there with you. But what goes through your head in that, man?
I know no stranger. I care about people. That's it. And people feed off of that.
They do, man.
So, when I go to a homeowner when I was in sales, they fed off that. If I go to a restaurant and the waitress feeds off that, the waiter feeds off that. I'm not trying to, it's just who I am.
It is.
I love people. I don't look at anything other than that. We're all equal.
Well, you could argue that maybe one of the most unique things about Eustace Roofing is the people here.
Absolutely.
So I'm interested, as you look to hire somebody or someone new comes on board, in some way, they're going to work with you, Rich. They're going to learn about company culture. They're going to be introduced to the company. You seem to take on this role of multiple different things, okay? Yep. What are you telling somebody? First of all, what are you looking for in somebody who works here? And then how is it that you're bringing them on? Because how do you integrate these people into a culture like Eustace?
For me, it's a gut feeling.
Okay.
When I meet someone, I know. And we've hired sales guys, and I've looked at Jason and said, this guy's not going to work out. Oh, just give him a chance. And he didn't work out. It's just about the gut. And the culture that we've built here at Eustace Roofing, when you meet people, okay, that person's going to fit there. 100%. Or they're not going to fit there. And it's just, for me, it's a gut thing. Like, I just trust my gut. I've always trusted my gut, and that's how I don't hire people. I just give my opinion to Jason and to Rod and to Cheryl and Heather. But at the end of the day, I trust my gut. And if I meet someone and my gut's telling me they're not the right fit, I voice that, and 99% of the time I've been right.
Out of my shoulder off right there. But here's my question then for you, because I think this is a somewhat of a debate out there. Somebody comes on and they're not working out in sales. What is that conversation in your head like? Is like, okay, this person's done? Or then there are some people who say, try to find that person the right spot in your company. But then I think some people are just toxic in general. So how do you balance the two right there, Rich?
So you got one guy that is exactly not going to fit, and then you got a guy that you're like, okay, we can work with this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We can train him. We can teach him the way that we do things here at Eustace Roofing. So there's a little bit of a balance there. But yes, there are guys that we hired, and I go, no, Jason, that's not going to work. And then there's guys that we've hired. We can work with this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So again, I always go back to my gut.
Love it. 2 questions here for you then, Rich. I know time is valuable. You got to get in there and do some Christmas stuff, but I want to know about one thing. In the past year at Eustace, you all have integrated in really a new thing in the roofing industry, and that is the roof rejuvenation side. Brand new, man.
Yes, sir.
I think it's like the Wild West, like solar is still being figured out, but even further behind that, people are trying to wonder, what's it been like working with roof rejuvenation, maybe even more specifically working with someone like Ugly Roof?
It's a wonderful product. Ty and the guys at Ugly Roof have been amazing to us. They've helped us with marketing. I believe in the product. We've sprayed roofs and gone back 2 weeks later, and they're pliable and they're stuck. Rod, our owner,
Yeah.
who's done this for 50 years, oh yeah, I've never seen anyone ever bring stickiness back to shingles. He's blown away. He's been doing it for 50 years. You know what I mean? So I believe in it. We're selling it like crazy. It's an awesome product, and I stand behind it.
Okay, and this means a lot from you, I know, because you're on top of these roofs. You're out there with the people that are doing it.
And I'll be honest with you. When we first started looking at it, I was like Rod. This is a gimmick. If we're going to spend this kind of money, because I always look at my job as if I own the company.
Yep.
And I don't, but I always look at it that. And I was like, And then Ty and his crew came down. We sprayed a roof, and it was just like, even like going back to Rod, he was just like, what is going on? You know what I mean?
Awesome, man. And then you got this, man. I know Jason got back last week of working with or seeing the factory for CertainTeed.
Yep.
And you work with their product quite a bit. There is no shortage of people trying to get the Eustace roofing business. I've been asked by suppliers, and you name it, manufacturers, hey, I see you working with Eustace. Can I get a call with them? Everything wants to know, everybody. Why do you think this company has stuck with CertainTeed as compared to another product that might be out there, in your opinion?
I've only been here about 3.5 years, and prior to me being here, they were Owens Corning dealer, and then they got away from that, went to CertainTeed. We just love the product. I mean, we just love it. It's a great product. They stand behind it.
It's a big thing.
Whenever we have a warranty issue, they're there. They're not questioning anything. So the main reason we love CertainTeed is for that we can call them, they're there.
Absolutely, man. I'm interested to know this, man. You and I was getting into there, but I got to know this. You and Jason got a special relationship.
We do.
Frankly, man, I love seeing it when I'm here because I think it works. It's authentic, as you said. What's it like, man? Both of you together? Because if I asked him, I know what he's going to say, man. It's my right-hand guy, the guy that I trust. I've asked him before, is why I know that. I feel that.
Yeah.
What is that relationship like between you and Jason?
For me, it's incredible. Like we have become such good friends over the last couple of years. I know things that he doesn't know. He knows things that I don't know, and it just kind of works. You know what I mean? Like he's just a great mentor. He's somebody I look up to. He's amazing. And all he cares about, literally, you might even ask his wife this, is our company and making everybody happy and thriving. And I appreciate that so much about him. Like, he's just an amazing person. And even though he's younger than me, when I grow up, I want to be just like him.
I love it, bro. Thanks so much.
All right,
Thank
bro.
you so much, man. That's awesome.